Jai Sai Ram, Chapter 25. Method of Meditation of Sri Sai Baba, View on Life of Sai Baba, Courageous Words to Babu Sahib Boti, Saving the Life of Amar Shakar by Baba, Incident of Snake and Scorpio, God is Savior of all. Method of Meditation of Sri Sai Baba. How to meditate on Sri Sai Baba? The nature of the Almighty is very deep, whose description is impossible by thousand mouths of Sheshnag. The interest of a devotee is not only by the description of form. Their firm belief is that the achievement of pleasure is possible only from his lotus feet. In spite of the meditation of his lotus feet, they do not know many other way of achieving the highest goal of their lives. Hemat Pant has suggested the easiest way of devotion and meditation, which is from the starting of Krishna Paksha, dark half of a lunar month, Kala, the 16 parts of the moon begin to reduce and its light also reduces gradually. And finally, on Amavasya, that is the day of the dark half of a moon fully disappears, darkness of the night spreads all around. But when Shukla Paksha, bright half of lunar month starts, the people become very eager to see the moon. After this, when on the second day of the bright half when moon is not clearly visible, then people are directed to see it through in between two branches of the tree, and when endeavor is made to see it carefully and easily through those branches, at the sight of the line of the moon at faraway horizon, the heart is filled with joy. Supporting this proposal, we must try to have the sight of Baba. Look towards the photo of Baba. How beautiful it is. He is sitting with bent foot and right leg is placed on the left knee. The fingers of the left hand are spread over the right foot. The forefinger and the middle finger is spread over the thumb of the right foot. Through this forms, Baba is making us to understand that if you want to see his spiritual form, then being egoless and polite, you meditate on my thumb through in between those two fingers, then only you can be successful to have the sight of my true form. This is the easiest path of achieving devotion. View on Sai Baba's life. Now, for a second, let us take a view of the life of Sai Baba. Shirdi became a shrine by Sai Baba's living over there. Here, the crowd of people began to increase from all around, and all wealthy and poor people began to get profited. Who has the ability to describe the endless form? His wonderful treasure of knowledge and omnipresence. He is great who has got some experience. Sometimes he used to keep silence for longer time, being immersed in Brahma. At times he used to indulge in jokes and joviality. At times he remained easy-hearted and became angry some other time. The wishes of devotees always remained unfulfilled for looking at the face of Baba. Hearing his discussion and listening to his leelas, even then we did not feel satisfied. Raindrops can be counted, air can also be captured in a skin bag, but the end of leelas of Baba could not be found. Now, one of the leelas is being described here. How Baba used to save the devotees before onslaught of the problems. Sri Baba Sahib Mirikar, who was the son of Kaka Sahib, who was the Mamlatandar of Copenhagen, once he was going to Chitli on a tour. At that time, he came to Shirdi for the sight of Baba. He bowed at the lotus feet of Baba by going in the mosque and as usual discussed it about health and other subjects. Baba warned him and told that where you are sitting, that is Dwarkamai, who sits in her lap, she destroys all the pains and difficulties of her children. This Masjid Mosque mother is very kind. She is the mother of kind-hearted devotees and protects them from all difficulties. One who sits once in her lap, she destroys all his pains. One who takes rest in her shelter, he achieves all pleasures and happiness. After it, Baba giving him Udi, put his blessing hand on his head and blessed him. When Sri Bala Sahib stood up to go away, then Baba told, "Are you aware of Lambe Baba, long snake?" And closing his left fist, taking it the elbow of the right hand, waving it like a snake, told, "It is very venomous, but what can he do of the son of Dwarakamai? When Dwarakamai herself is ready to protect them, then what is the ability of the snake?" All the people present there wanted to know its meaning and wanted to know the reason of such warning to Mirikar. But nobody could have the courage to ask for it. Baba called for Shama and ordered him to have the pleasure of the travel of Chitli along with Bala Sahib. Then Shama told the order of Baba to Bala Sahib. He told that there are many difficulties on the way, so you need not take trouble for nothing. Whatever Bala Sahib said, Shama told it to Baba. Baba said, "Well, do not go. Always accepting the appropriate meaning and the right deeds should be done. Whatever is to happen, it must happen." Bala Sahib, after taking more thoughts, asked Shama to go with him, and then Shama again, taking the leave of Baba, sitting in the Tonga, left with Bala Sahib. They reached Chitli at 9 o'clock and boarded in Maruti, Lord Hanuman temple. The workers of the office had not come so far. For this reason, they began to talk on matters of here and there. Baba Sahib, reading a paper, was sitting calmly on the mat. The upper end of his dhoti had fallen on his waist, and one part of the same, a snake, was sitting. Nobody was aware of it. He began to move, making the sound of hiss, hiss. Listening this sound, the peon ran and brought a lantern. Seeing the snake, he started making loud noise, saying, "Snake, snake." Then Bala Sahib began to tremble, becoming highly afraid. Shama also was astonished. Then he and other people slowly moved away from there and brought sticks in their hands. The snake slowly went down the room. Then people immediately killed him. The danger which Baba had foretold passed away, and the love of Bala Sahib became stronger on the feet of Sai Baba. Courageous words to Bapu Sahib Boti. One day, the famous astrologer Sri Nana Sahib Dengle said to Babu Sahib Boti, who at that time was present in Shirdi, "Today is very unfortunate for you. It's dangerous for your life." Hearing this, Bapu Sahib became very restless. When, as usual, he went to see Baba, then he said, "What does say this Nana? He is foretelling your death, but you need not worry the least. Tell him in strong words that, well, let us see how death snatches me away." When, in the evening, Babu went to his toilet, then he saw a snake there. His servant also saw the snake and lifted a stone to kill him. Baba Sahib called for a long stick, but before the stick came, snake was seen crawling at a distance and soon disappeared. Babu Sahib remembered the courageous words of Baba and became highly satisfied. Saving the life of Amir Shakar by Baba. Amir Shakar, a resident of Porli village, was butcher by caste and used to do the work of broker at Bandra. He was one of the famous persons. Once he was highly suffering from rheumatism. He remembered God, then leaving all work came to Shirdi and requested Baba to get rid of his illness, and Baba permitted him to live in the Chavadi. At that time, Chavadi, being an unhealthy place, was totally improper for such kind of patients. Any other place in the village would have been proper for him, but Baba's words were final and the main medicine. Baba did not allow him to go to the mosque and ordered him to live in the Chavadi. There he was highly profited. Baba used to pass through the Chavadi in the morning and in the evening. Every alternate day, he used to come there in a procession and took rest there. Therefore, Amir had the nearness of Baba easily. Amir remained there for complete 9 months. When, for some other reason, he got bored from that place. Then one night, stealthily, he left that place and went to a rest house of Kopergan. Reaching there, he saw the fakir dying there, who was asking for water. Amir gave him water, and by taking it, immediately he died. Now Amir became perplexed. A thought came to him that if I inform the authorities about it, then I will be held responsible for the death. And being the first informer, I must be having more information. First of all, I will be arrested. Then he felt very sorry for leaving Shirdi in haste. He requested Baba in his mind and deciding to return to Shirdi the same night, remembering Baba, and became free from all worries by reaching Shirdi before the day dawned. Then, according to Baba's will and order, he began to live in Chavadi and soon got rid of his illness. Once it was so happened that at midnight Baba shouted, "Ho Abdul, some wicked creature is ascending my bed." Abdul saw the bed of Baba carrying Latin, but he found nothing there. Baba asked to carefully see the entire place, and he himself began to strike his satka on the floor. Seeing his Leela of Baba, Amar thought that perhaps Baba would have doubted for the coming of a snake. Living with Baba for a long time, Amar had understood the meaning of works and deeds of Baba. He saw something creeping by his bed, then he called Abdul to bring the lamp. He saw a snake sitting there making coil, who was waving his hood. Then that snake was immediately killed. In this way, by informing the time, Baba saved the life of Amar. The incident of Scorpio and Snake. According to Baba's order, Kaka Sahib Dikshit daily used to read 2 books of Sri Eknath Maharaj Bhagavat and Bhagavat Ramayan. Once, when the reading of Ramayan was going on, then Sri Hemad Ban was also included in the listeners. How Hanuman examined the greatness of Sri Ram according to order of his mother, this reference was under discussion. All listeners were listening with rapt attention, and same was the condition of Hemad Ban. Nobody knows from where a big Scorpio fell upon his and sat on the right shoulder, which he could not even feel. God has himself to protect the listeners. Suddenly his sight fell on his shoulder and he saw the Scorpio. He was looking as almost dead, as he was also immersed in the pleasure of the story. Taking it as the wish of God, he wrapped him at the corner of the dhoti and without disturbing the listeners went away and threw it him in the garden. At another occasion, during the evening, Kaka Sahib was sitting in the upper portion of the wada. Just then, a snake emerged from a hole in the window and sat making coil. After bringing the lamp, he shone a bit, then sat there calmly and began to wave his hood. Many people ran there with the sticks, but he was sitting in such a safe place where he could not have been affected by hitting of anybody. Listening the shouting of people, he quickly entered the same hall and disappeared. Then people felt relieved. God is savior of all. A devotee, Sri Muktaram, began to say, "It has well happened that the life of creature had been saved." Sri Hemad Pant, opposing, said that the snake must have to die, but the others had the different view. As it was late night, so the discussion had to be stopped without coming at any end. The next day, this question was brought before Baba, and then Baba said in decisive language, "In all creatures are all living beings, God lives. May it be a snake or a Scorpio. He is the controller of this universe, and all living beings, snake, Scorpio, etc., obey his orders. Without his wish, none can harm the others. The whole world is under him, and none is independent. Therefore, we should behave with kindness and love towards all, leaving enmity and killing. We should live our life with calmness. God is Savior of all. Jai Sai Ram."